Wanda's Christmas List. Early in December, festive and inspired, Wanda sat and wrote to Santa all that she desired. A pleasant task, the letter to Father Christmas written, full of love and hope and pics of candy canes and kittens. Oh, there were so many things in mind as she set to write. Plushies, smellies, consoles, board games, perhaps a brand new bike. But first, Wanda reflected and wondered just how best to summarize strategically the stuff that she'd request. Since she'd not, being honest, had the best of years in terms of manners, conduct, kindness, and playing nice with peers. Dear Santa, I do hope you're well, she jollied, tongue askew, and staying bright and breezy added, and Mrs. Claus is too? I'm asking, as I do each year, if you'd be so kind, to read my list of gifts below and bring them Christmas night. Yes, Wanda played it coolly like butter wouldn't melt, but off the bat she'd have to fess to other things she felt. Though, just to acknowledge first some rather awkward truths pertaining to some sticky things. You may have heard the news. My copybook's been blotted by one or two mishaps, and if you will indulge me, I'll explain them all, perhaps. Like did I put some frog spawn in Tessie's water bottle? And did I feed some chili flakes to Ramsey's axolotl? Well, yes, and yes again, if we're going to be specific. But trust me, in so many ways, my goals were scientific. And really, I see clearly now that it is quite regrettable that so many of my year group joined my vicious war on vegetables. Attack! It's so plain that even though the things are quite repulsive, marching on the grocers was a wee bit too impulsive. Look, Santa, she wrote plainly, I do have to confess, I've spent much longer than I'd like upon the naughty step. And yes, more often than I should, I've been held back at break after pranking friends in ways I now know were mistakes. But let's get real, she scribbled boldly. Nobody's a saint. And let me tell you, half the kids in my class defo ain't. Do I feel bad? Well, yes, I truly, really do. All I'm saying is sometimes we must walk in others' shoes, for who among us hasn't muttered something rude, yanked a wedgie, pulled a chair, or stuck down plates with glue? I bet when you were younger, you were quite the rogue, playing tricks upon the elves and racking up the coal. But stop. What are we doing? We could rake up this stuff for days. I suspect what really matters is that people mend their ways. So from tomorrow, sooner, I'm going to start afresh. And certainly by Sunday, if on Friday I forget. Look out, world, it's Wanda, yeah, friend to all and sundry. And if I drift back to the bad, you'll have to sort of nudge me. But all in all, we agreed. Let sleeping dogs just lie. And all the naughty stepping can be sort of by the by. If I may, Nick, I'm so glad that we have cleared this up. So now I'll just list what I want to save you too much fuss. So, a bike, a ball, a dolly, a console and some games, real-life guppy, robot puppy that walks and sits and stays, a trampoline, some magazines, squishes in all sizes, some sweets, some shoes, some slime or goo, and of course, surprises. Oh, don't feel you must get it all. Though speaking frankly now, this really is a mini list. Not sure what I'd cut out. Oh, thanks so much for listening. A burden has been lifted. I'm really so much lighter now that all these things are listed. I think I may have missed some bits. Detention, some school warnings. But out with the old, in with the new, and roll on Christmas morning. Yours so very festively. Thanks for being you. Wanda, at your service. Present close, number 42.
Never mind.